Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. What's up, guys? George the Cloud here. My name is Jorge, aka George. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. Today we're checking out David Gilmour, Dark and Velvet Nights official music video. I'm just gonna read a little bit about David since I'm not super familiar. I know he is associated with Pink Floyd, but I just want to educate myself and maybe somebody out there that's not familiar. So, David John Gilmour, CBE, is an English guitarist, singer, and songwriter who is a member of the rock band Pink Floyd. He joined in 1967, shortly before the departure of the founder member Syd Barrett. By the early 1980s, Pink Floyd had become one of the highest-selling and most acclaimed acts in music history. He was born March 6, 1946. He is 78 years old, from Cambridge, UK. Actually, other groups associated with him, aside from Pink Floyd, are Spinal Tap, Joker's Wild since 1962, and Deep End. Interesting. So yeah, we're gonna get right into it. Of course, I have heard many Pink Floyd songs. I think they're incredible. Like it says, they're one of the greatest rock bands of all time, and it's also incredible that he's still going at 78 years old, almost 80. He still has it in him to continue the music path and show us his insight on whatever he wants to make. So we're gonna get right into it, guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. If you have any more suggestions, don't be afraid to comment down below and also on my community post. So get some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on. Let's go.
Shredded and torn, or carved into stones, lying shattered and broken. Branches beckoned along the wrong path, winding up in the past. And this dark and velvet night that surrounds us, this dark velvet night, I will wrap around us. It's softer than words that are spoken, or painted as slogans and flung to the lines, written on slips as the punters wait smoking. A leap of faith, the odds sky high, said goodbye to your place or mine. Don't like to make promises that I can't keep. Don't want to hurt this old heart or wreck my sleep, thinking how will we part. Well, dark and velvet night that surrounds us. This dark and velvet night, I will wrap around us. It's softer than words that were spoken in the towers of great cities that toppled and drowned, engraved on gold rings or some other love token. No walls, no bells to sanctify this dark and velvet night.
What even was that? Um, I just want to see these creatures for myself. Like they're like birds, not even bats. I was gonna say, but they're just dark birds with the head of like antelope. What is that animal? Almost like a deer with the eyes of a rabbit. And then there's like a humanoid figure here flying away. Uh, Classic Pink Floyd with their surreal and psychedelic imagery. But first things first, we hit the like. I'm already subscribed, and I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. You know, I always enjoy watching videos that sort of show the behind the scenes as the music video itself, right? Because this is the official music video, but we're getting a basically a montage of what they did to record the song. So it's like showing their process, the different musicians, the back and forth, like with the like the idea, the different steps, and it's cool. It's cool to see that environment because since I'm not a musician, I don't get to be in a place like this, and maybe most of us don't. So we could only imagine where the song takes place, where it comes from, and here we can see it, which is cool. Like I said, also the fact that this is not in color, it's kind of desaturated, and the tones are more about uh sort of like memories. It's like those filters that you use for photos, not necessarily black and white, but like memory, or looking back in time, right? This is what we see here. So it helps to portray more of the emotion than what is actually going on. And this is sort of like a dark song in my head, in the sense that I was trying to picture my own like world listening to the music, since since there's like I said, we're just seeing everything how it is literally. But I was trying to think of like, okay, what can this go in like a movie or something like that. And I was sort of picturing a cat walking around the city at night, like jumping from one building to the other, kind of like, let's say, Spider-Man at night, right? That kind of energy. Um, but man, I just can't help but appreciate all the things that went into it. Like you can see, there's so many people working on this. The editing, the different musicians here in the background playing all these instruments that, you know, I think Pink Floyd is kind of known for that as well. Like they have so many layers of instruments, but I never really, get to see them. You just hear them a little bit, right? But look at all these people here, all with headphones and the stringed instruments. I think violin, maybe a cello. I'm not familiar with this one. I'm gonna have to study instruments, but um, oh, and the fact that he's still playing the guitar, like I said, it's endearing, showing his process, but also his age, right? He's not really hiding anything. It's like you just see him for what it is, and it's impressive to have such a long career. He could have stopped when he was at his peak, really. So this really shows me that he is about the music, because he could have stopped a long time ago in his prime, left at the peak when they were super famous, when they were wealthy, recognized, had so much music out there. He doesn't need, more money or more recognition than what he already has. If anything, it's probably, dare I say, going down, since we're not living in an era of rock and roll, right? This is basically for the fans. This is for the people that are following closely with him and the band, things like that. It's hard for this to get to a new audience. I believe it could, still could, um, and if it does, it may be because actually of his daughter, because the last video I saw of him was with Romany Gilmour, um, who is his daughter, and actually she made an appearance here at some point. I did catch her. She was singing, well, somewhere around here. But yeah, I just think it's really cool that he's still doing it. I enjoyed the song, of course. It had like a sort of funky uh attitude with the and like the harsh, there were like harsh cuts in this song. It wasn't like really that kind of passive, and it was like he was telling a story, but it was at some point he was like, okay, wake up, and then you keep falling asleep, and it's like, wake up. So that's what it felt like to me, but you guys can make your own scenario in your head. Anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And if you have any more suggestions, don't be afraid to comment down below and on my community post. So thanks again. Hit the like, subscribe, all that. At the end, do a flip. Till the next.
Thanks for watching.